Hi all, Barry from AuraLED Lighting, co-owner of AuraLED UK and founder of AuraLED Lighting in China. I started AuraLED Lighting in China some 14 years ago now. 10 years ago I had an idea, and well, actually a little bit longer ago, and it's time I went back, because the old ideas sometimes are the best. I remember sitting there in a room, and at the time LED tubes were all coming on. We know what an LED tube is, you know, half aluminium, pins at the end, retrofit that into a troffer or whatever. And I thought, this isn't the way to do, a safe way to do lighting retrofits. So I designed something and patented it. You'll see in a minute on our patent wall we've got patents. And what I did basically was I looked at a troffer and I went, there's a troffer, with your Cat 2. And basically I want something that goes straight to the back of the housing. Now, the reason I wanted something to go to the back of the housing was all the lights being thrown forward. And it's better for heat dissipation. You've got a direct transfer. Whereas a tube has got a driver inside it, a linear driver inside, sometimes a half aluminium, sometimes there's shorting problems to the actual housing, and they don't contact, so there's no transmissive heat dissipation, so they're suspended by the actual lamp holders. So I came up with an idea, patented it, ran it through an exclusive distributor in America, and I'm readdressing that idea now in a video because I want to go back to it. So what I actually designed was this, and it was a very simple design, but always the simple designs are the best. Basically, it's a magnetic tube that sticks straight to the back of the troffer. So you take out the two tubes, you stick, and then you just put the driver where the ballast was, and therefore you've got a safe system that won't move. And the reason I wanted to do a new video today is actually on a couple of factors. One of them is recycling. If one of these goes down, an LED tube, there was actually a post with a fire situation where a tube had melted, and it got me thinking, why am I not doing another video on these? Basically, you've got a driver inside, so if this fails, it has to be deassembled to recycle. One of the things that I did, which was quite clever with my magnet tube, was made it so that it was deassemblable, upgradable. So you keep the plastic, you keep the aluminium, and you just slide in the PCB to the end. Now, that way, it'll actually disconnect from the end cap, because we designed a very clever end cap there where you can slide the cables through. Actually has the screw provision there, so you can stick them up. Now, what I want to show you quickly is how these stick. Now, what I had to do when I was designing these is I wanted to make the aluminium strong and flat, so the magnets had to be designed. I'm just going to turn you to this here. Hello again. So I had to design it nice and flat, so the magnets sit flat. So the actual magnets are designed to sit totally flush. Now, the reason with that, with a very rigid aluminium profile, is when I, for example, stick it to I'm going to put it up here, because it's a good metal surface, and I'll get another one like it's a troffer, so it's going straight in a troffer. Now that won't come off. I can play with that. So you imagine that's a troffer. You've got two lines, then you've got the two cables here now linked back to the driver. You can keep them nice and clean, put them into the driver where your ballast was, so you've got a driver, then the two tubes. And the reason I'm revisiting this is because actually it makes a lot of sense. I don't know why we've slowed down on our production of these when this product makes so much sense. You've got forward light coming forward. You've got retrofit value. You've got brilliant heat dissipation. This can go into anything, a non-corrosive fitting. You take out the tubes, you don't use the lamp holders. Why use the lamp holders? Why put 240 volt through the lamp holders? You just take the carcass, stick, quick connect, away you go. And it's why this product, through my client in America, sold 1 million sets. Of them 1 million sets, do you know the failure rates? I had a letter saying less than 0.2%. 0.2% of all the product we manufactured. Now, there must be a reason why it's good. It's because when I first designed it, and I sat there in my office and I went, this is the way to do it. Cat 2, stick, don't even use the lamp holders, just bring it in slightly. You've got the light coming down, all the lumens is forward lumens. Then this actually made so much sense. Now we're going to revisit it at AuraLED UK, and we're going to revisit it through AuraLED dealers. So we're going to start using this again, and perfect for retrofit solutions into car parks. We're going to make it so that you can stick it into a non-corrosive, you can stick it into a troffer fitting, you can stick it into other fittings that require stick, away you go. Anyway, that's my MagT8, and I wanted to just come back. Remember, recycling value. We're wasting so much plastic. This wastes so much plastic. A normal tube wastes so much plastic. You have to recycle it all, strip it all down, recycle it. This, you never have to worry. You keep the same plastic, keep the same housing. The magnets, I'll just go into the magnets just a little bit. These are actually formed to the shape of my aluminium. We actually formed them. When we formed them, we actually made the strongest magnet that they could possibly make in a magnet factory to fit this, so that it would actually stick and it wouldn't move. Now, there's a lot of detail gone into this. Little fitting. We can do the TM21s, in situ measurement testing, and all of the approvals. The other thing a lot of people say, when you've got fitting and you take out 2 tubes and then you put in new wiring. So you've done a new wiring for a troffer, you've changed your provision. So with this you don't. You keep it safe. Everything's safe, you're just swapping the ballast for the driver. You're only using the housing for the purpose of the housing being there. Anyway, that's the magnet tube. It's going to be revisited by AuraLED UK, and get in touch, sales@auraled.co.uk and other dealers, and we're going to be using this again. So welcome back. The old ideas are the best. I'll just show you the patents. We've got various patents, but that's one of them. Design and fixing and everything. So nobody can copy that. And I know somebody has, and people have tried in China and have had them stopped. So if you're in China and you want to copy that, use your cheaper version with the silly little magnets that don't actually work. I designed this right, and it's a great product.